Hello and welcome to Racice in the Czech Republic for the International Canoe Federation's second Sprint World Cup regatta of the 2014 season. 571 of the world's top paddlers from 41 nations are competing here at the National Olympic Waterboard Centre. Today we're going to be watching the best of the action. It's cold, it's wet, it's windy, but it's the same for everyone. Here we are on the course built in 1986. It's due to host the 2017 World Championships, but today, let's get going. K1 500 women, a really strong field. We have the first, second and third from the first World Cup in Milan 2 weeks ago. Two paddlers from Poland. Racice has 3 World Cup medals, but they're on the line. Buckets drop, here we go. Lisa Carrington, really powerful leg drive. Remember, she won 2 weeks ago and she's consistently dominated the 200 meters for the last 4 years now. As they hit the early stages, in your picture, it's Volna Kudzenska, 21 years old from Belarus. She's one of the stars of their K4 team. She's really putting a good taste down. Difficult conditions today, blustery, crosswinds. Lisa Carrington normally bursts from here. It's not happening. What's going on? Racice looking left, looking right. And she's going to take it. This is an upset. First for Poland, second for Poland in lane number 9. Beata Mikolajczyk came through strongly. This time it's Lisa Carrington in the bronze. Confirmation of results. Evelina Racice, gold. Beata Mikolajczyk, silver. And Lisa Carrington for New Zealand, bronze medal today. And the knowledgeable crowd starting to warm up to the action. The blue ribbon event. It's the K1 1000 men's final. All the big names from Milan are here, and we add Murray Stewart, Cyril Cowrie, and Ali Urania. The man of the moment, Max Hoff, world champion, and won 2 weeks ago. Look out for Mando Piminto in your picture. He was the fastest starter and the bronze medal winner last week. Really come on this year, 24 years old. Obviously had some amazing results in the K2, but this year pushing it forward also in the K1. And as we go, 2-horse race at the moment. Max Hoff in the lane number 9. There is an advantage here. He has a slight shelter because there is a crosswind. Murray Stewart in the yellow vest in the top of your picture, also hanging on. Remember, he won the Australian trials by 3 seconds. Kenny Wallace didn't make the A final this week. They're starting to spread out, but it is another dominant performance from Max Hoff. Not letting up at all, but look at the top of your picture. It is Rennie Holton-Poulsen, who's coming back from nowhere. He's changed his coach, that's maybe why, new tactics, and he takes the silver. Pimenta takes the bronze. But there's no doubt about the dominant man of the moment. 31 years old, ex-Wildwater champion. Adam Van Coverdon, not his day today, fighting his way back to fitness. Same podium as last week. Confirmation of the official results. Gold goes to Max Hoff, silver Rennie Holton-Poulsen, and Fernando Pimenta picks up the bronze.
My second gold medal at the second World Cup, and I had a good race. Maybe I had a little advantage with the lane, but I don't think so. And I'm feeling well in the moment in the boat, it works, and I have a good second 500 in the moment, and yeah, why not?
Renee Holten-Poulsen from Denmark. You know these big touring canoes? I was in one of those and I saw a kayak paddle by and I was like, oh, that looks really cool. And I wanted to try it. And then I started paddling. My success came after about 4 years or success. Like I started improving. I was a very little thin guy and no muscles or anything. But I was still training a lot. And then I grew like, you know how boys are. They grow like 15 centimeters in one winter. That's what happened to me. And I instantly got 10 seconds quicker in a 500, so that was very motivating. My coach is Sultan Bako, and he was the coach for Knut Holmen, who won 3 Olympic golds. And he also helped Erik Vios Larsen sometimes, who won 2 Olympic golds. So, yeah, he's pretty solid. What I'm trying to get out of him is how can he make me better? I don't want to copy what they did. I want him to help me be the better René instead of the copy of someone else. I used to have a more aggressive start, but I think it also depends on where you are in the season physically. And I think this year I could try to go 100% from the start, but I'd probably blow up. So I think for me the tactic has changed because I'm also changing how I train. A little bit more control of what I'm doing and trying to aim for world champs instead of world cups and see if we can change so I'm not always 4th or 5th at world champs or Olympics, but get into the podium. There is one main target is Rio 2016, but on the way there's a lot of experiences and a lot of improvement to come.
From kayaks to canoes, C1, 1,000 meters, and we have real quality in this field. You have to look at lane number 6 in your picture, Sebastian Brendel, 26-year-old policeman who won convincingly 2 weeks ago in Milan. And they're off. There is a crosswind. Who's going to take advantage of it? As you can see, Brendel's a lefty. That helps him. Next to him is Grabowski, who's a right-hand. That's not going to help him. More difficult to control the boat. And in your picture, in the blue, Martin Fuchser, 21-year-old from the Czech Republic. He's a 3rd-generation international paddler. And at the bottom of the screen in the red boat, it's Mark Oldershaw from Canada. He's also a 3rd-generation international paddler. Brendel, no doubt, taking advantage of the conditions, taking control, but Oldershaw's fighting back. Has he got enough in the tank? Yes, he has. 20 meters to go. Convincing victory for Sebastian Brendel for Germany. Mark Oldershaw takes the 2nd, and Martin Fuchser today has to settle for bronze medal. He's coming back from injury, so I guess that's going to be a good result. But no doubt about the winner today. It's Sebastian Brendel. Last year, he dominated the World Cups, but didn't win the World Championships. Can he do that this year? Confirmation of the results. Sebastian Brendel takes gold for Germany, Oldershaw silver, Fuchs of the Czech Republic bronze.
Yeah, my plan was a little bit defense, and I want to change my tactic. And yeah, the condition was on my side today. Mark Oldershaw and Martin Fuchser had not the best wind, and yeah, so my plan was very well.
And now onto the flying foursomes. It's the men's K4 1,000 meters, and what a fascinating match. The world champions Russia against the Olympic champions Australia. Yurchenko, Pogoban, Vasilev and Zestov. Can they keep it together? In the bottom of the picture, quick start from New Zealand. Zach Quickenden leading them on, setting the pace. Martin McDowell putting the power in 2nd. And the Germans, something to play for here. It is a selection race. There are 2 German teams in the race. But at the moment, it's the Russians setting the pace. Interesting here, Yurchenko in the front. Wasn't initially selected, but his teammates said, we're not going to race without him. And the bosses say, well, you are the world champions. Do what you like. In the background, the 2nd German team are struggling a little bit, and in the black vests, it's the very experienced Belarus quartet. Piotrchenko and Canoe each having 7 World Championship gold medals. The Russians are really hanging on, and they're going to win. Belarus 2nd, and it's a long way to 3rd. It's going to be taken by the German crew, and they're delighted. With Australia running out of steam, but 2 of the team have just landed. And that looks very good for Russia. Remember, the World Championships later in this year will be in Moscow. Confirming their superiority. Remember, though, also Hungary are not here. Confirmation of the result. Russia take the gold, Belarus silver, Germany taking bronze and fourth position. Finally, some good news about the weather. It's improving. On to the women. K4, 500 meters. Germany have a very strong team. Poland have a very strong team. Great Britain are back to their Olympic team. In your picture, Voltykevich, Dunieska, Naya and Mikolajczyk. Wind has dropped, the rain's out, and they're off. These boats, 11 meters long, 30 kilograms, and it takes a bit of force to get them going. Great Britain, Rachel Cawthorne leading the team forward, and they have a good start. In the early stages, in the Polish boat, ignore the names by the way, that's not the combination they're going in today. Coming to the first split. Belarus, Great Britain, Poland, they seem to be getting away from the field. Poland putting on the power. Voltykevich in the stroke seat. She is the second fastest woman in the world. And the two back ladies, Naya and Mikolajczyk, they came second in the World Championships in the K2 200. They're pulling away from the field now. First time this combination has raced internationally. Belarus holding in there, and China, they came first and second last week. Not much happening today. It's going to be a clear victory for Poland. A boat length ahead of four boats. Germany in your picture, Great Britain and Belarus. We'll have to wait for the camera to separate them. And this looks promising for the rest of the season. The rain's coming down, but the wind's starting to drop. Confirmation of the results. Poland take gold, Germany silver with Belarus third position. And now it's time to watch the fastest men on the planet. It's the K1, 200 meters. Mark de Jong, lane 5 from Canada. Just missed out on the gold in the last World Championships. Here he is. Looks a bit like Clark Kent, and he really can make this boat move. Christian Reeves from Great Britain, his first A final in the bottom lane 9. Off to a great start. With Liam Heath, the second Brit in the final. Also pushing on strongly, by the way, Ed McKeever not here. Mark de Jong in the red boat in the middle of your picture. Looks like he has a slight lead. But Manning with the yellow shirt is coming back. And Liam Heath not out of it yet. In the bottom of your picture, Christian Reed putting in a fight. It looks like Mark de Jong. 175 strokes a minute, 6.5 meters a second, 24 kilometer hours, and they're going to go for it. It looks like de Jong is going to get it, but Liam Heath is really fighting through, and Manning also. That's really close. Winner is confirmed as 30-year-old Mark de Jong from Canada. He retired after missing out on the 2008 Olympic Games, but sensibly came back. Results. Mark de Jong, gold for Canada. Liam Heath, silver, Great Britain. Peter Manning, Sweden takes the bronze.
I'm pretty happy with the way things went. Just training all year and not racing at an international level yet. So having that as sort of the season opener was pretty good, and hoping to improve on some things for next weekend.
The rain's still coming down, but the wind has dropped, so it's a fair course. From the men to the women, K1 200 meters. On paper, all eyes on lane 4, Lisa Carrington. Remember, she only bronzed in the 500 meters, but there was a headwind. Today, she's light to take advantage of the tailwind. Two Polish girls in the race. As we see, they're all off in a line. Good start from Sarah Guyer, but look at the leg drive from Lisa Carrington. Pure power. She's dominated this distance since the 2011 Worlds. But the other girls are putting up no resistance. We have two Polish competitors here, and Sarah Guyer, 23 years old, is putting in a run for France. And lane number 1, Natalia Podolskaya, also from Russia, but it looks like this is the time when normally Lisa puts on the power. Determination, coordination, it's what we want to see. And coming up to the line, it's going to be actually quite a clear victory. Look out for lane number 8 though, she's flying through. For Kazakhstan, ours Inna Klinova. Last year in the World Cup, she came 5th, 6th and 6th, but no doubt about the winner, Lisa Carrington from New Zealand.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been an awesome weekend, and I think the field here this weekend with all the other athletes, it's really strong, and it's always exciting to be able to race those girls outside of world champs. Yeah.
What's your favourite charity?
Ocean of Hope. They do cancer charities.
I want to support the homeless people because they don't have a very good situation. Yes.
I think my favorite cause would be Right to Play, because it's a really good organization that travels to places in Africa and teaches kids to play sports and just have fun.
Starship Foundation, which is a big children's hospital in New Zealand.
My favorite cause is Bell Let's Talk. I find Claire Hughes incredibly inspiring, and I think it's a really important cause, and I really support that.
Your favourite good cause?
My favorite cause is Fast and Female. It's a Canadian group that looks to empower girls through sport, and also the RBC Blue Water Project.
The Dana Foundation, they do a lot of research in neurological diseases, neurodegenerative diseases.
What is your favourite charity?
Outrigger Dukanimoku Foundation in Hawaii. It helps athletes like myself from Hawaii fund these kinds of trips and give us the opportunity to come.
Let's see how fast the canoes can go. 2 Russians in this, 2 Canadians. In your picture, 27-year-old Ivan Shatil. He has 8 World Championship gold medals so far to his name. Started competing in 2004. Great start in lane number 5 from Helder. But it's Shatil showing you how it can be done. Also, he's going to have close competition from lane 3. Andrei Krater, another strong Russian competitor. As they approach the halfway line, it's slightly built. Helder Silva taking it out in the white boat. But now it comes for power time. No one more powerful from this man. Ivan Shatil from Russia. But also in lane number 3, it's his compatriot Andrei Krater putting a push. Shatil takes it, leans back, pushes the bow over the line. Going to be very close for second place. Has huge success in the C1 and the C2 500 meters. Confirmation of results. Russia take gold and silver, with Portugal taking the bronze medal.
В этом сезоне первые соревнования, они, в
I'm really
принципе, у нас
happy I won.
проходящие.
This is my first international race of the season, and this is a little bit like a training. I'm not
И
full power
ощущения,
yet.
как на тренировке.
And let's see how the ladies cope with the weather. It's the C1 200, remember, due to join the Olympic program. A very young field, 7 of the ladies born in the 1990s, with our youngest competitor only 17 years old from Belarus.
Ready, set.
And they're off. Look out for the youngest competitor, Danya Kostyushenko. She's only 17, however, she is 2-time junior world champion. And here she's taking a good lead in the yellow boat in the middle of your picture. By the way, only one of these girls made the final of the World Championships. But she is putting it on. The goal is to have 25 women in the finals in Milan in 2015 and be under 50 seconds. Here she going, a real demonstration. 2 girls from Belarus here, they're really pushing forward the program. And it's going to be close. Leans back. Oh, There's a splash. You have to be in your boat when the bow crosses the line to win. Dania was. Water 14 degrees, so she wants to get out of there as quickly as she can. It's always better to fall in when you do win. The tough learning curve for the women. And they have 6 years to get up to scratch. And this is the first World Cup, first international regatta for the 17-year-old from Belarus. Confirmation of results. Belarus take the gold and the silver, with Russia taking the bronze position.
A final category K2 men's and first Steven.
And we have some real quality in this next race. It's the K2 200 meters. Germany in lane 6. They won 2 weeks ago in Milan. That's Ronnie Rao and Tom Leibischer in your picture. 32-year-old Ronnie, the fastest starter. Leibischer, probably the most powerful finisher. Also the Brits, world champions, silver medal contestants. Liam Heath, John Schofield. Liam Heath's in the water in the K1 200 20 minutes ago. But Germany looking incredibly good in lane number 6. The only team keeping up with them is lane number 3 at the moment, but Germany are pulling ahead. The Russians aren't reacting. This is not normal. The Russians didn't have their Olympic boat last week, but they have it back now. Germany take a convincing victory. Russia and France in the mix there. France are testing out their combination that won the gold in the Worlds in 2010, 2011, but no doubt about the winners. It's Raun Leibischer from Germany. Germany take gold, silver to Russia, France take the bronze, and Britain just missing out with the 4th place.
I think it's the difference between us. So I'm a bit stronger at the start. He's very strong at the end, and yeah, we help each other on the whole way. So yeah, that's maybe the secret.
It's still raining, but the conditions are fair. C2 200 meters finals. 2 teams from Russia. Look out for Melantiev and Lipkin in your picture. They, by the way, in 2011 won the silver medal in the Worlds. And they're off. Canada also have 2 teams in this final. And this is the second Russian team. Andrei Krater in the back, recently racing, but no doubt about who's putting down the first bit of the race. It's the Russians powering ahead. But at the top of your picture, it's Germany coming back with the world champions Nuck and Holtz. Russia digging in. And they're going to take the victory. Germany coming to a very quick finish. And Belarus look like they're third over the line. That's delight from the Russians. Nikolai Lipkin in the stern. By the way, he won 5 medals in the 2009 World Championships. Delight to be back in the boat with his mate. Gold for Russia, silver for Germany, and Belarus take the bronze medal.
Наверное, потому что у нас большая конкуренция.
In Russia, we have really a lot of strong competitors in canoe. This is why every year they look for new people, new crew. And last year, we decided to make a C2 pair together. And this year, we are ready to be part of the elite of this category.
Именно комплектация экипажа.
Ну, вернулись к старому варианту.
That's it from Racice. See you next week in Szeged. Thanks for watching.